Welcome. My name is Sean Jones, and I'm the CEO of the iNetrepreneur Network. And with me today, I am really excited because I have longtime dear friend, mentor, Mr. Tim the Man Johnson. Tim, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So I am, we go way back. You've known my husband and I for quite some time. You're one of our author contributors in the upcoming Art of Connection book, which is coming out on February 17th, 2021. Hard to believe it's already here. But Tim, I can brag about you all day long, but share with us who you are, what you do, and how you're making a difference in the world.
Timothy Johnson, referred to as the Global Renegade. Really, over the last 30 years, an entrepreneur, real estate mentor, mentor a lot of business owners and just getting the head trash out of their head. Creator of Sold, just teaching people how to leverage the other 80% of people that you're not for and to create a cash flow into your bank account for you and your kids.
I love it. And you and I do have the kids that are definitely one of our passions, helping them everywhere we can. And now I have to ask, is this the first time you've been part of a collaborative book? Have you written your own books and had them published?
Yeah, this will be my ninth book and being part of it. I'm actually have another one coming out called Happily Unemployable. It's the confession of a serial killer's kid. So that's coming out soon.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to read that one. Don't quite know what to say. I wasn't ready for that title, but it definitely takes you into the mind and probably gives a lot of insight about the individual or individuals that classify in that category. Now, with your quote, and you found out about the book. Now, take out the equation. You know Robert and I very well. When you found out we were coming out with Art of Connection, what made you step up and say, "Hey, this is a book that I need to be a part of"?
Well, it's, part of it is the Art of Connection because I'm connected to Robert's son, which is yours. And really just a connection that, because he's going to spend the summer with me part of this year, especially with COVID being over. And I'm like, the Art of Connection is, here's the thing. When you do what everybody else does, you can have what everybody else can. And if we serve each other, the Art of Connection is truly people are looking for attention, not connection. And when I heard the title and just the spin of what you're trying to do to serve the world as you already do, and just coming out with a book to show people like stop getting attention and look for the Art of Connection, and your world can change financially, spiritually, emotionally. So I was excited to hear you guys are doing it.
Well, we are very thankful that you wanted to be a part with the book being accepted into the Library of Congress even before it was written. That's huge. And it's a way to leave a legacy for other entrepreneurs out there. And whether they're already entrepreneurs or not, there's so much in this book that's interactive that really will help the future. I mean, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Your quote is on February 24th, the month of love. And I read your quote and I love it. It says, "Life will be easier when you get clear on your agreements."
Right.
When you were writing this, what was going through your mind? What was your why?
Well, my why is all around me, right? I love children, right? So I have Bangladesh, I have the wells in Africa we do. And the reason I say that, when you get clear in agreements with yourself, your dreams or whatever, and we've been in depth with this. I don't have dreams, I have obligations, right? People want to dream. It's cool to dream and that's okay. But when you finally agree to yourself, like, the three investments in your life, time, money, change, right? If you're making 100 grand and you want to make 200 grand, well, you got to change your habits because you're not going to have the same habits at 100 grand as you do that. So you got to make it non-negotiable. You have to make it an obligation to that agreement, right? Because business is math, right? And if you get clear on your agreements, like it's non-negotiable. Farmers don't go out in the field and go, well, maybe I'll plant. No, they go and plant. Okay. And they're not afraid to fail. I mean, if something fails, a hurricane, whatever, they don't. And when you get really clear with agreements, like you were saying when we were getting on here, well, some people say I'm this. So I'm like, no, you just have standards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold to that. If they don't like it, they can leave. I mean, when you get really clear with agreements, and we can go a lot deeper into it, but when you get, like, for example, even in some of the masterminds we were in, I watched you just level up, and the agreements changed, right? You changed the agreements with your husband. I remember the first time, and I'm going to call him out on it because I love him. I'm like, make you CEO. I remember he's like, and I've been in the ever since, because, right? agreements. And I said, then if you don't want to, then don't listen to me. But the thing is, after doing this for how many years, I've watched businesses grow because other powerful women want to be around other powerful women. You'll start attracting that into your business, right? Because they want to know, right? You're the lioness, right? And other lioness like to hang around lioness, right? That's just the way it works. And when you get really clear with your agreements, I like, a lot of the stuff at the beginning was you changed the agreements on people coming in and who you allowed in and who you didn't. The people that served the community, you let them in. The people that didn't, you started telling them, dude, no thanks, but no thanks. We're friends, but this is not the way we're going with business. And you just got really clear with agreements, even with your kids and your personal life and everything else. And you've just watched it grow. I've got a car named after me because of you or one of your kids. Right?
Yes, it's still the Tim Johnson.
Right. Well, but that's cool though, because they have no filter, right? Kids just eat, right? We are our kids' mentors, right? So if we agree that I'm going to be in your life, right? I look at that like I'm one of your kids' mentors. They see how I treat you. They see how I serve, right? If that's the way it is, that's an agreement. You either allow me to be in your life or you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's sometimes we don't talk for a couple months, and then there's sometimes we just pick it right back up where it is. Right. Because when you make impact on people, I don't do web design. I don't work on things I'm not good at. I call Robert. I'm like, Robert, dude, I have no idea. Like when I sent you my stuff, he's like, yeah, I could probably clean this up a little. Awesome.
Yeah.
Because this time I'm good at it. I'm not going to do it.
Very true. Now, Tim, you work with all kinds of entrepreneurs all over the world. And the book is written by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. So I'm going to tap into your knowledge a little bit. What is your number one biggest piece of advice that you can give other entrepreneurs?
Is stop saying the problem is, the challenge is, the issue is. Because would you agree, even when we were in Mastermind, some of the things that you were originally frustrated at the beginning were just things you weren't good at. Right. And with the group like Network Together Phoenix and the other ones that you have, you've created a place where people, instead of being frustrated and overwhelmed and aggravated on trying to learn something, it doesn't make financial sense, right? It just doesn't. Because if you're making $100,000, that's you're averaging 2,080 hours per year, that's $48 an hour. How many of those tasks that you're trying to do that you're not good at are $10 or $15 an hour tasks you shouldn't be doing? There's no way you're going to make money. But where you could go to a place on your website or your place and really truly find what you're looking for. Come to Network Together Phoenix and look for the things that you're not good at. And if you start to surround yourself with those things are your weaknesses, right? Ultimately, when I looked at Network Together Phoenix, this was 5-6 years ago when we started meeting, was that you created a place where people can find their board of directors. Very simple. Okay. Now it is a pay to play, but here's the thing. If they go with an intention to serve, they'll get served. Okay. And most of it, people just don't look at their time financially. They just don't. They if you do it, for example, if it's 10,000 hours, right, that's $480,000 for me to learn something new. I don't want to learn website stuff. I got Robert. I don't need to be Robert if Robert's standing next to me. And Robert doesn't need, he doesn't need to learn what I know if I'm standing next to him. And that's where the art of connection is. If you truly connect about serving each other's kids, like I said that quote 2 years ago, I don't work for you. I work for your kids because I'm probably going to piss you off. Right. And I have Robert a few times, but I didn't do it out of being mean. I do it because I love him. Right. I love the kids.
Yeah.
Right. We were talking about the son. I just, I have a love for that kind of stuff. So the better that you serve like that, it's the best advice in the world. Stop working on things you're not good at,
outsource
or connect.
It's made a huge difference in our world completely. And you even said so. You've watched us grow so much. Tim, if somebody would love to get their hands on some of your books, your upcoming one, or they want to hire you to put them on track, how can they reach you?
Look at me on Facebook. I have books on Amazon. You can go to Audible. I got some of my books there. Connect with me on timothyrjohnson.com. You can call Network Together Phoenix. They have my direct contact. Listen, if it's just one of those things. I'm always around.
Yes, you are. Well, I want to thank you so much again for your friendship, mentorship, for being a part and believing in our cause for the art of connection. Thank you for everything you do for everyone, because I don't think you get enough thank yous.
Trust me, I get it. I get enough testimonials. But it's fun.
Well,
You know what I mean? It is. So,
good.
I love your community. That's why, you know what I mean? That's why I check in. And the kids are awesome. That's the one thing I love about you guys, is that you actually, you go out of way, not just to help the community, but teaching your kids a different agreement, that they don't have to believe in the culture of what the world says, but yet you're showing them through example that, you know what, the labels of working 40 years for 40% of your paycheck doesn't have to be a reality.
That's very true. Well, thank you again for your time. And for those of you who are watching this, if you want to get your hands on the Art of Connection book coming out on February 17th, 2021, go over to our website at 365networkingquotes.com, 365networkingquotes.com. Also, we're already working on the second edition, so you can lock in your page by simply clicking on the calendar and securing the date that you want to leave your legacy on.